Okay, I've just got the whole thing rigged up. Fortunately, I've only got this tiny little proton meteor, proteometer, proton. It's a little tiny, incy wincy, little teeny weeny. So it's embarrassing, really. I've got a larger one coming, 100k, 100k linear one coming. So if I put a trim flathead, you should see the fader dials changing. You can't see clearly over the one behind me. Just trim. You can see the dials going up and down. Sometimes they drop a little bit out of sync, but I'm sure I can work that problem out. So I'll just fade it down a bit, about almost 10 dB down. Road Max still playing. The overhead will come in active in a moment. So that's front and backs. And then the fronts come in there, which is overhead up there, and then the other one's behind me. So the way I configured it, so if I mute the 5 screen, that's just all the surrounds running at the moment. If I mute the other side and back surrounds. It's just echo and ambience and differences in the music playing. Microphone probably doesn't pick it up very well. I mean, until I get a proper fader that I can rely on. This little thing is a little bit fragile, but it works. So I've got to keep the Dolby fader where it is there, because unless I can get this sort of unless I can get the whole thing a little bit more, I mean I could use this, turn that up and down, but I get depressed. My first sort of love was when I saw one of these. Well, not the same one, different model version for the CP55. This is for the CP65 because it's got the extra formats on it. Plus, it's quicker adjusting that than it is trying to dial up and down with that, even though that kind of reacts kind of fast. it's sort of slow with the see, if I turn that there, it won't do anything because the exit fader, both of them are turned on. So if I turn it off and turn it up and down, and then just put it back to where it was, 9.4, and then engage that. So when I try to look for something like a piece of plastic that I could maybe glue into the slot on the that I figured it wouldn't last. It wouldn't last. It'd break off. Unless I can think of some genius way of. I was trying to think of maybe. Well, because when I touch the wires on the remote fader, the that go into the remote fader, it sort of reacts to the sort of reacts to the body because I think I'm not grounded or something, and it sort of makes the fader dials go up and down. Oh, there's some dicks outside on motorbikes. Whoever gave them a bloody provisional license need to be shot. Yeah, I was thinking of what if I have a sort of push button, sort of up and down, but I wouldn't like hearing that click, 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 click. Now that'd be pretty annoying. I mean, you can get volume dials that do that sort of thing, as well as touch ones, because you can get touch screen, all this touch screen technology. That's touch thing has been around for a long time. It's been around for a few decades. I'll see what I could hammer out. Just wait for that other variable resistor to turn up. Because it have a longer pole, a little bit more wider, and so I could fit a knob onto it. I'm thinking if I can find some space behind the printed circuit board where the circuit track isn't in the way, I'll be able to drill a very small precision hole and then go through the metal plate. I'll be able to fit an extra fader dial on here. That's what I'm planning. That'd be a first, I think, because I don't think I've seen one of these with two fader dials on it. So one that's a 10k variable resistor there, and the other one will be 100k linear. Let's say that. Now they'll put an extra, maybe an extra matrix decoder onto the so it because I can detect some phantom imaging. And how this works is what you hear above, or what is usually on the side surrounds, and if you down mix it again to a from 7.1 to 5.1, you'd hear parts of the mix, faintly, sort of thing. Some of the other overlaying of the tracks would kind of mask, make some of the other sound effects or music differences in music a little bit difficult to hear or distinguish. That's the trick. That's really all it is. It's just but it does give it. It does give it a degree of freedom, sort of. Well, freedom. Um, oh, really can't think. I really can't think at the moment because I've been doing this now I've been on this now for a few days and it's absolutely exhausted me. And plus my hands have been shaking like a little bit better at the moment. Just little, just little trembling, but my hands and fingers were just, I couldn't stop them from shaking. And this afternoon, it's not a bad film. This, not bad. It's not a bad mix. It's not a bad mix. You get the dialogue. You get some dialogue panning going on. Some way in the film where it's pretty effective over the 5-screen channels. I like chapter. Was it chapter 6? Or was it chapter 4? I don't know. Oh, chapter 6. Doesn't show up very good because the contrast gets all washed. Goes all out of place on the camera. God, these Chromebooks, they get pretty warm. Dad says they don't have moving parts in them, but apart from a little fan inside it, so that's a moving part. I mean, you can't, unless they can think of something, well, maybe they could liquid coolant. It's a very confusing system I've got. But it's cool when you can see the mix levels on the bar graphic. Oh yeah, I could have beat this doing it by buying individual VU meters. I could have brought loads of VU meters and I could dispense away with all this. But it's also got equalizers in it and a few other things that average AVR won't have. Plus they look cool. And it's crazy, they sell so cheap. They sell so cheap on eBay. And anyone that's, knows how to, do electricals or audio, and some people just give it the shoulder, they're not interested. They think, what is it? What will it do? Because they think, oh, they think it's going to cost them thousands because they're thinking, oh gosh, no, 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 no. Blimey, you can get these for less than, if you're lucky, you get them less than for £80. I mean, this sort of hardware years ago would have been 15 grand. I mean, even the CP500 was 15 grand. Even, oh yeah, let's mute the other surrounds zones. Dolby CP850s are now showing up on eBay. I think their retail price is I'm not sure if it's 17 grand. I think it's 17,000. But I've seen one CP850 on eBay for, I think it was £2,000. That's cheap. And then I saw another listing for two of them, and that was, I think first the seller had it up for 7 grand, and then the price dropped down to 4 grand, and then the price dropped down just a little bit more. Wow, you know, that's a bargain. I mean, especially for those processors. I mean, they're still current. They've only been out since 2012. Yeah, I'm surprised to see them. You know, the price, like, whoa, that cheap. I mean, not cheap for me, but I don't know why they're showing up cheap like that. Maybe, oh yeah, I think one of the listings that I read, they came from a dubbing theatre or something that closed down. So maybe they didn't win enough Oscar nominations, and it sort of went out of business. I don't know. So it wouldn't be just the the process as well. There'd be also other studio gear as well. But I'm surprised to see them cheap like that. They can output a bit more channels. Hmm. Plus, I gotta get the surround one of the JDLs fixed because it over that side. I think the tweeter. Can't point to it exactly because of the there. The tweeter needs to be repaired, replaced because it's very faint. Not a big deal. I just go undo them and just reinforce the put some that what you call it they're like plastic wall plugs for plasterboard for drywalls. I need to put them up and then tighten them up a little bit more tighter. Because they're only screwed up going into the because you got this there's this wood material that goes above the in the loft. It just runs across the floor. It's just strips of little wood, and then it's got some other sort of stuff put all over it. So some of the screws have kind of bit into it, the odd screw has sort of missed it, because I can't see through plasterboard. I haven't got my Superman vision. So I need to put one of those plasterboard wall plugs into the so it get a little bit more stronger bite, and then put maybe a little bit of liquid nail on it, so it gets so it secures it a little bit more better. But I might change these out and get some more JBL 8330 Mark IIs. And I'm thinking of lowering the height of these now, dropping them down by at least 12 inches. So I'll do that one when I get around to it, because putting these up took a few days. I sweat easily. In fact, I sweat too easily. I mean, that's not normal. And I can't concentrate. I just, even if I got the fan running, it's not cooling me down quicker, because I don't seem to be. I don't know why I get hot so fast. That's not normal. Yeah, right. Sounds diffused. It's kind of strange hearing, the acoustic of a voice inside a vehicle, because you're going to hear a lot of it direct, sort of, and full frequency at the front, and then you got this sort of. I've got to try Gravity. Oh yeah, everyone. That sounded cool even in 5.1, and then got the 7.1 Atmos disc, and it sounded great in 7.1. I'm not sure how that mix sounds, because with Mad Max, the surrounds have got music and sound effects above. What was the other film I was playing the other night? Oh gosh, San Andreas. That only has sound effects only, no music mixed into the. Even though you hear the music in the side surrounds and the back surrounds, but they're not going that way. Yeah. I'll try. Just got a little faint headed there. Not major. Oh, I need a drink. must have played that chapter 6. I mean, it's got to be getting on to 200 times. I mean, the first time I played it, I must have watched it about 100 times in one night. And then I resumed going on with the rest of the film, you know. That's the great thing about, you know, because then, you know, cinemas, they don't do big anymore. You go to watch a film and you think, wow, that scene just cool. You just want to see it again, but you got to pay, like, you know, the big £20 or whatever, or £25 just to see it again. Oh no, it's this one, isn't it? Okay. I've heard this film so many times, so just curious whether musical sound effects are going in the overheads. And how the frequency and phasing between the above and then sort of like, you know, because the speakers at the other position, their angles, and, you know, you get sort of, you know. Okay. Oh. Oh yeah, this film is also killer for dialogue panning direct. Well, I don't know whether it's dialogue or if it's directional, because it's a hell of a lot better than, well, given, you know, you got all the Pro Tool stuff today, you know, I mean, they didn't have that back in the 1950s and 60s, 70s, and 80s, and partly in the 80s. Oh yeah, run the film. Oh, because it starts off very soft and faint, and then it just goes loud, and then suddenly, boom, the music just drops out to like a total silence. Sounds like music's going in the overheads. Life in Space Impossible. Wow. All right, cool. So it's got sound effect music going in it. Pretty silent at the moment, even though there's probably some ambient there, but I haven't got the fader turned right up. And hear a faint bit of let's turn the fader up. Oh, so he's in the cat litter. His favourite place. I've got to turn it the other way. It doesn't get loud until a few minutes, until about 10 or 11 minutes. It's very awkward because this keeps slipping out of the slot. Okay, let's unmute the other surrounds. Yeah, got a low sort of rumble sound of space. Yeah, I'm not sure if you would hear that in space. I mean, I don't know if anyone's took their helmet off and, you know, without maybe their head freezing along with their eyes, tongue, well, everything going into them. I don't know. Well, maybe take a microphone up there and you can hear sounds of Jupiter or Uranus, Saturn, you know. Let's unmute the 5 screen. I could use this. I'm tempted to use it.
Congratulations. Kick back. Take the rest of the day off.
I think Ed Harris should have got an award for his voice being panned all around.
Dr. Stone, Houston. Medical now have you with a temperature drop to 35.9 and a heart rate rise to 70.
I don't find, you know, some people bitch and moan. They find this distracting. How can you find it possibly distracting, right? Because people like to sit in front of a screen like that, like a fucking zombie, like they're fucking catatonic.
That's a negative. I'm afraid we're getting nothing on this end, Doctor.
You know, I'm relaxed, but I'm moving my head around, pinpointing and looking at the low position and yeah, turn the music off. See, when you turn around, I can always keep one eye still on the screen. And it's just like real life. I mean, you know, of course, when you've got a bigger screen, you're still seeing, rather than a very small, narrow, letterboxed scope image or.
Engineering admits that you warned us that this could happen. That's as close to an apology as you might get, so we should have listened to you, Doc.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to have to improvise.
Oh, that's cool. Hearing half dialogue pans. Ed Harris on right center channel. Now he's panning over. I mean, it's kind of unusual hearing mission controls, but when you see everything else that's on screen, and you know, if the actor is over here, another one's coming in here, around here, the camera angle and such, and it, you know, because the camera angle reacts more like how we would. So when we, you know, you turn, your ears become more directional on certain sounds. It's easier when you play pink noise and then you move your ears around and then off axis from the speaker, and then it goes a bit duller, and then you move it in your ear into position and it gets a bit more brighter sounding. Oh,
Current debris orbit does not overlap with your trajectory. We'll keep you posted on any developments.
wow.
Copy that, Houston. Should we be worried?
No, let's let the boys down there worry for us.
Explorer, engage arm.
Very top high,
Stand by for arm movement.
faint radio transmission, literally right behind me.
Kind of like winning the lottery, huh?
Just happy that they
And there's someone else that's going around in an EVA suit.
Cruising holiday?
That's
So, where's this scanning system?
the other voice is, well, the other person's behind. Now the camera's moving around.
prototype. Stand by for locking.
Listen,
And then the other voice should go
prototypes
the other way.
for your pretty blue eyes.
And then you got the shuttle there, and then
Right now your eyes are bloodshot.
the other person's voice now over that way because the camera's moved.
I just think you went to Harvard.
Mm.
One thing. You can't beat the view. What do you like about being out there?
Silence. I can get used to it.
The mix. I can definitely get used to this.
Terrific.
Houston, from first inspection, comms panel appears to be dead. My go to cut link to auxiliary.
You're
Wow.
the expert, Doctor. It's your call. Houston, I have a bad feeling about.
That sounded pretty cool. It sounded almost as if Sandra Bullock was invisible and it's just like.
Houston, from first inspection, comms panel appears to be dead. My go to cut link to auxiliary.
Yeah, it's a
You're the
nice.
expert, Doctor. It's your call. Houston, I have a bad
Wow,
feeling
that's
about
cool.
Please elaborate. It's the same feeling I had about Mardi Gras 1987. That is affirmative. Surprisingly, Control hasn't heard the Mardi Gras story. Please proceed. Well, it's day one, and I'm pumping my way down Derby Street looking for a sister of a friend of mine. Streets are full of people. I think there's no way I'm going to find this girl.
Proceeding to override.
And all of a sudden, I look up, and there she is in front of the yellow light. And I think she's
I can't help smiling because this is so cool, this mix.
And then I realized that this guy is not a god. That my girl is holding hands. ISS, this is Houston. Explorer, this is Houston. Mission abort. Repeat. Mission abort.
Wow.
Initiate emergency disconnect from Hubble.
That is
This is Houston.
cool. That is.
And then I realized that this guy is not a god. That my girl is holding hands. ISS, this is Houston. Explorer, this is Houston. Mission abort. Repeat. Mission abort. Initiate emergency disconnect from Hubble. Begin re-entry procedure. ISS, initiate emergency evacuation.
Copy all Houston and in work. Map, immediate return to Explorer.
Oh.
Begin re-entry procedure. ISS.
Oh. Okay, let me
Explorer, this is Houston.
let's mute that
Mission
surround.
abort. Repeat.
Let's mute the 5 screen.
ISS, this is Houston. Explorer, this is Houston. Mission abort. Repeat. Mission abort. Initiate emergency disconnect from Hubble. Begin re-entry procedure. ISS, initiate emergency evacuation.
Copy all Houston and in work. Map, immediate return to Explorer.
Wow.
Immediate return to Explorer.
That's pretty active.
Emergency evacuation.
So that's just
Mission
the
abort.
overheads.
Repeat. Mission abort. Initiate emergency disconnect from Hubble. Begin re-entry procedure. ISS, initiate emergency evacuation.
Copy all Houston and in work. Map, immediate return to Explorer. Repeat. Immediate return to Explorer. Airlock engaged. Ready to receive.
Debris from the missile strike has caused a chain reaction, hitting other satellites and creating new debris. Traveling faster than a high-speed bullet up to your altitude. How copy?
Wow. It needs discrete below surround because that would be the icing on the cake. I mean, I've got matrix below surround, which presently it's only
we have a full-on chain reaction.
running on
It's been confirmed that it's
one of the CP.
side effect of the Russians striking one of their own satellites.
Just fade that down. That's the other. I mean, I could run these as matrix decoders. They're just running at the moment as bypass mode.
Most of our systems are gone. Debris chain reaction.
But they can only do. They can only extract anything that's maybe frequency and phase. There might be some anti-phase where it's going into the surround circuitry, the back surround circuitry, because you've got the front, left, center, right, and then you've got the matrix back surround. Wow, this is. I mean, for a 90-minute film or something. I mean. Just play the opening again. I mean, that's just too cool. I can't open this up and then validate the warranty. Just thinking, if I could tap onto it. Just, I mean, as long as it's set at 7 there, that's okay. I know it's there, it's referenced. And I mean, it's not doing anything at the moment because that Sony's in mute mode. It's just this one playing. This bloody. I mean, usually, years ago I was pretty good at doing all this sort of thing a little bit quicker, but now, it just seems to get, I'm just getting a bit slow at doing it. Ooh, I just noticed that, it's moving up and down slightly. The other ones, static. This one's sort of idling up and down a little bit. Must be something to do with the adjustment of the let's just come on, find the slot. Is that it? No. Is that it? No. It's hard to see. No. Oh, hang on, I got it. I see the light reflecting there now. The one's out by decimal 2. So it's like when I wiggle it, it's like one's reacting. Sometimes that might react first, and then this got a little bit of a lag, and then sometimes, I don't know. So I'm not sure what type of potentiometer this is, linear or What's the other one? Linear or logarithmic? Logarithmic. So you get two types, linear and logarithmic.
That's a negative. I'm afraid we're getting nothing on this end, Doctor.
Except had Harris right above me. Oh, that was cool. Oh, and the music. Right above me, because that... What's his name? George Clooney's. Okay, now I see him on screen over that way. Go back. Let's see where the positioning.
Not a problem.
Because the camera is also doing this turning. You know, this axis turning, and then this sort of, you know, so
Not a problem.
you got several axes, sort of like everything's sort of like. So there. I've got to probably look at the position of something like on Earth for a reference. Yeah.
Not a problem.
Not too sure. Let's mute the overheads. Unmute the other. Let's see what's going on. And very faint going round that way. There's a lot of microphone won't pick it up. There's a lot of low end, particularly on the side surrounds, because the process down at CP is indicating. Okay, mute the side surrounds, right. Mute the back, unmute the side. Yeah, still got that lower, that rumble. So I've got to recalibrate all these levels. Problem with the Marantz I've noticed is the pink noise that it generates is a shaped pink noise. So it's not a proper flat. It's like this, like a triangular shape. It's a shaped pink noise.
It's been a privilege.
So it's meaning, in other words, it's very centered at around about 1 kilohertz and just a little bit below, you know.
Appreciated.
Permission granted.
And then all the other frequencies are dropping down, kind of like a pyramid sort of thing, you know. Yeah, I need to get a full band's full spectrum pink noise going in all the. I mean, I could rig up something that can do that. First, I have to match the shape pink noise. Make sure everything's. The only way I can check that, the only way I can be certain is.
Go ahead, Houston.
Checking the. Oh, play this open again. It's so damn good. Yeah, pink noise. Pink noise. Oh gosh. Oh, just too into this. Oh, I need to get to bed. Crying out loud. I need to go to bed. Oh yeah, I've got one of these what do you call it? They're like a pillow thing that's sort of like a coolant. I think I'm not sure if that's what I've sort of read on the description of the sale, the item. It's a pillow or something you put on top of your pillow that keeps your head cool. Because usually when you're laying on your pillow, normal pillow or such, your head, your head is warm. Yeah, and you just find it getting a lot more warmer on the pillow, and sweating. I sweat around the back here. I mean, life is I wonder how my cats feel. I mean, but they perspire through their pores. They don't sweat here. They sweat through their pores. Yeah. That low diffused, low frequency on the surrounds. I wonder how. I'm just curious as to how many tracks are playing in this film. How many flipping tracks have they got playing all at once? So,
Take the rest of the day off. Matt, do you have a visual on just what Mission Specialist Sharif is doing up there?
Got to get this side altered. I've got to get these voids, put a false wall in place, because sound's going to go from this side, reflect at the speed of sound, and then literally go into, literally like that, as well as over there and anything that's up front. I need to get this level more or less with this chimney breast, unless I want to get a sledgehammer and a jackhammer and start taking the chimney breast out, and then wait for the whole to collapse. No, I'm not going to do that. I mean, chimney breast. Who uses chimney breasts? Who uses chimneys these days? I don't think many people burn coal that much now, or wood. No, I think it's pretty shameless to burn wood, burn and slash down trees, and then burn them in your fireplace. Trees are they provide oxygen.
Things like this, but for your information, this delay is not going to be long enough for you to break Anatoly's Solovyev spacewalking record. It seems like you're going to be left.
So I got. I don't know. I'm sort of tempted with a. But being cynical about the Atmos thing for.
Permission granted.
Because you get some really lousy films that are just mixed with it, and it's just. But then again, it's the same deal with, like, maybe when Dolby Stereo came out. I mean, you get some really lousy ones, and then you get some real, I don't know, epic ones, and then you get some, and then you got you sort of give it a try, and then you sort of like, oh, it's it's one of those obscure films now that I just would play multiple times.
Go ahead, Houston.
Yeah, I didn't think, putting all putting all these clusters of surrounds around wouldn't
Copy that, Houston.
wouldn't really work. But it's taken a bit of effort to sort of like
Stand by for our maneuver.
get them positioned and spread them out, so you get a directional sound and a diffusion or diffused sound at the same time.
Oh, nothing, Matt. It's just a new set of eyes that scan the edge of the universe.
It's designed for hospital.
Wow.
Stand by for locking.
Oh, nothing, Matt. It's just a new set of eyes that scan the edge of the universe.
It's designed for hospital.
That bumping sound. Oh.
Oh, nothing, Matt. It's just a new set of eyes that scan the edge of the universe.
It's designed for hospital.
Sorry. It's just the way I react. The overheads are still in mute mode. It's unmuting. Let's just go back on. I'll use the jog it back a few, about a minute.
Oh, nothing, Matt. It's just a new set of eyes that scan the edge of the universe.
It's designed for hospital. Stand by for locking.
Bump sound over there. Gives me a jolt. Let me try and think how many sounds. I mean, but with the low frequencies that are playing on the surrounds, I mean, because it's low frequency, there could be multiple tracks all playing simultaneously, shifting around, moving up, and gain levels moving up and down, pitch shifting, and oh,
I can get used to it.
and then you got dialogue panning, you've got the sound effects of mission control, radio communications.
Houston, from first inspection, comms panel appears to be dead. Am I go to cut link to auxiliary?
You're the expert, Doctor. It's your call. Please elaborate.
That's pretty cool.
Houston, from first inspection, comms panel appears to be dead. Am I go to cut link to auxiliary?
You're the expert, Doctor. It's your call. Please elaborate.
Have a look at the.
It's your call.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Please elaborate.
Am I go to cut link to auxiliary?
You're the expert, Doctor. It's your call. Please elaborate.
Just run the because of all this confusion, I kind of lost track of myself. Good.
ISS, this is Houston. Explorer, this is Houston. Mission abort. Repeat. Mission abort. Initiate emergency disconnect from Hubble. Begin re-entry procedure. ISS, initiate emergency evacuation.
Okay, I'm just going to go over a few things, just check a few things. Let's mute the sides. I just want to check the continuity of the pink noise. I'll just double check the continuity. Yeah, so it's back to front here. Yeah, so it's a little bit back to front because I need to go over this again. That's saying right channel or right front, but it's above me, so it's on the left, and visually on screen it's over on the right. Yeah, so that's not a problem. It's not a big deal. It's what happens when you got you've had multiple heart attacks and such. You kind of forget. Memory kind of gets a bit fuzzy sometimes. Because I've had to change out the amplifiers because vintage Marantz amplifiers, they got scratchy. The balance control is very scratchy, and so it wasn't getting a proper electrical signal going to the speakers. And I had everything set up, and not better. But also there was some ground humming, so I need to open them up and sort of check them out. And I know the slider for the they're pretty common parts. I can probably get one on eBay, some on eBay, and then change it out. Because there's no point, unless I can crack them open and then clean them up. There's no point going into it when it's all intact with compressed air, because all the compressed air would do is just move all the dirt around, and then it will just have the same problem again at some other stage. So yeah, I can crack them open and then clean them up, and then I could do that, or just buy new ones. New ones would be very, very, very cheap. Anyway, I had to put in the place. I had to put the Onkyo. Yeah, I think I just must have got the continuity back to front. Because what I was assigning was the height one for the front, on the front on the Onkyo. Just little. And then use the surround left and right for the height too. But it's just an ADR. It's just, you know, it's got 7 amplifiers in it. Well, plus the other zone channels, the extra the other zone 1 and 2. Damn, is that heavy or what? It nearly bust my back lifting the damn thing. I mean, transformer was up here. Yeah, I mean, it's built like a tank, and there's a picture of the new one, the Marantz, sat on top of it, and it's like, you know, it's only about a couple of inches in difference in depth, height as well. It's a little bit taller, and well, weight just ridiculous. I mean, it's no wonder the damn thing gets so damn hot. Yeah, right. So, I'm just thinking, which way do I want to? Because I could replug the wiring here in the patch bay. It's a 30 channel patch bay that wasn't easy to get because I don't usually see them cheap on eBay UK, and I had to get that imported from America because it was really, really cheap. I mean, it's just all it is just RCA front and back, and it's not doesn't require power to power it or anything. You know, I mean, it's just in a metal 1U frame case. But you get other ones. You get TRS patch bays. You get XLR patch bays, and they're just, some of them are just ridiculously priced. Anyway, let me see. Let me get the. Let me just put the continuity right. I think I need to do it really on the all the amplifiers are the same. Probably hear that. That's me touching the plus in the RCA cable. Okay. So that needs to be over there. Yeah. Okay. Put that back in. Oh gosh, where's the remote? Oh, you chilled, aren't you, Madge? Okay. Oh, wrong remote control. Oh. Magic? That's not a scratching post. Okay. Yeah, that's in the right position. Yeah, it's in the right position. Oh, that's sorted. Okay. Okay. End the video in a second. Let's just go forward now. I should hear the ad over the other way. Yeah. But then he moves all around, so yeah, but the continuity there is correct now. Anyway, do another video in a moment.
About things like this, but for your information, this delay is not going to be long enough for you to break Anatoly's solo spacewalking record. It seems like you're going to be left